everyone. Welcome you all in this session. It is second session of the second chapter as we have started second chapter called as work, energy and power. As I mentioned all the important points here, you can check out. It will remain same even in first session I have mentioned. The first point, that is work and its numerical. We have tried so many numerical in last session. Even I have given the brief idea about definition of work done and various conditions. But one point was still remaining. What you said last time, it was very simple. Work is always equal to force applied and displacement that is happening in the body, right? So work is said to be done in about the any kind of object. This is the formula, it is general formula. But what if the same work is done by the gravity? Gravity means the gravitational force by the earth. It is pulling everything downstairs, pulling towards the center of gravity, as you all know. But in case of work done by the force of gravity, is it remains same? This work done remains same? What will the difference in between? But before that, we have to study what is actually work done by the force of gravity. Let me tell you one thing. So many times you are coming down or you are climbing the steps. Sometime you are moving towards the mountain, you are just climbing the mountain. So every kind of thing which is happening at certain height means above the surface of the earth, that height will give the thing some energy. Okay, so on that any kind of object, our gravity always will work. So in that case, any object is at height. At that case, what is happening exactly? Our gravity is exerting. Gravity is doing some work. That is called as work done by the force of gravity. I will share some examples with you all. You will get clear idea. Suppose I have a table over here. Imagine this is the table. On the table, one ball is placed. One ball is there. And the height of the table, let us consider 2 meter. Okay, in that case, this ball will be having on its position, will be on the same position. Same time, our gravity means what? Our earth surface will also bring it down. It will just pull it down. So in that case, work done by any kind of object, we need to calculate. Suppose a boy, okay, one boy at the mountain, okay, he is on certain height. In that case, what kind of performance, what kind of work done by the boy, if you want to find out, you need to be knowing two things, that is the height first, because as per the height you will get answer for work done by that force of gravity. So it will be very easy to find out how much work is done by that boy. Only F and S, force applied and displacement, is not sufficient that time. So here you have to mention one more term. Let me clear. This is your first one formula. You have to find out all the answer numerical by using the formula. But in case of work done by the force of gravity, anything that at the height, in that case, if you want to find out any kind of work done, in that time you need to just revise or change the same formula. Here the F will be M and G, right? Because any object having the mass and the gravity also will act on that, because that object will be at certain height, and this S will be replaced by H, height. Displacement, while calculating displacement, in case of regarding to the force of gravity, you need to be knowing the height of that. You have to add these things. So work done by the gravity always equals to mgh. Don't worry, we will solve some numericals and you will get clear idea in what cases you are going to use the second one formula. Okay, so let's start with some numericals. Let's have the example showing same numerical. You will get clear idea how to find out the same thing, work done due to some gravity. Okay, here a boy of mass 40 kg climbs up the stairs and reaches the roof at 8 meter. Calculate work done by him. Okay, once again you read out. They have given clear idea. They have given information about mass, which is in kgs. Secondly, they have given the height, stairs. He has used stairs and reaches at 8 meter of height. You got direct answer here. 8 meter they have mentioned height. So how to find out the work done by the boy? Okay, in this case, you can't use the formula directly. Work is equal to force applied and displacement. Here, you need to study two things. I am giving just the example. You have to just observe the example. Here, you have got some height. Wherever you are getting height, it matters about gravity. In that case, your formula always should be W, work done by that boy. It will be mg h. So here gravity, if they have not mentioned, you need to take the value of gravity always 10. Okay, sometimes they used to mention clearly 9.8 meter per second, whatever the value, as per that you need to change. But they have not mentioned, in that case, you have to take directly 10. It's very simple even to calculate the value. Okay, so by using the same formula, what is the mass of that boy? They have given 40 kg into G. We have got value here 10 into height. It is 8 meter. So answer is very simple. 40 into 10, 400 into 8. It's very simple. You make just like 8 4 are 32 on that 2 zeros. It is the answer, work done. Now you should not forget about giving the unit. What is the unit of the work done? Will you please tell me? Yes, it's joule. It's not joule. It's joule. Okay. So work done by that boy, you will get joule. 3200 joule. This is one example about boy we have discussed. Now let us take one more example, right? Suppose any kind of object. It is one pillar. On that pillar, one ball is there. Okay, this is a metal ball, you can say. This ball having mass nearly around 20 kgs. It is 20 kgs. The height of this pillar, height of the pillar, let's take any example. Let's take it is 5 meter. Okay, this is given condition and you are asked to calculate the work done by the ball after falling down. Suppose this ball is allowed to fall down. In that case, what is the work done by the ball? In that kind of also they may ask you. So you should be ready with same thing. I said you, wherever they are mentioning about height, it's about the gravity and your formula will remain same. W is equal to mgh. So mass they have given 20. We will consider G value here 10 and the height 5 meter. So what answer you will get? 20 into 50. Again 5 2 ja 10. These two zeros in front of, and don't forget to mention the unit, that is joule. So work done by that ball which is falling, it is 1000 joule. Children, and in this way we have finished with our first one concept, that is work and its numerical, and you need to know about units of work that you will be knowing, but just we will recall about units of work. Okay, you need the formula for this. You know, work always equal to force applied and displacement. We are considering the normal units, okay, normal work done by any object. So it will be very useful, very easy one to find out both types of the unit. First type is SI unit, second type is CGS units. Okay, so what is the SI unit for force? You all know the answer, that is Newton. What is the SI unit of displacement, means any kind of length? It is meter. Okay. So by this way you are getting SI unit for work is Nm. Now this Nm has only one short word, that is joule, and symbol is capital J. Wherever you are solving the numericals, you must know the thing that joule written as symbol like capital J. In CGS unit the same, force. What is the CGS unit only for force? It is dyne. It is dyne. And what is CGS unit for the displacement or the length? It is centimeter. So it is dyne centimeter. Only one word for that. It is erg. Okay, you should write like this only. It is erg. Now, suppose in case you got question in your exams that what do you mean by 1 joule? They will ask you, suppose what is 1 joule? You should be able to give answer when the 1 Newton of force is applied and the body is displacing about 1 meter, that time 1 joule of work is done. In that case you can say, okay, so this is the thing about units of these both things. So this is all about the units of work. Don't forget that whenever you are mentioning SI unit, it is joule, and about CGS unit, it is erg. So what is relationship between these both? 1 joule is equal to 10 raised to 7 erg. Now how it come value, everything in the textbook, I want you to read out, but once again I will just tell you orally. 1 joule, when you are comparing with the erg, here keep in mind 10 raised to 5 dyne is 1 Newton. 10 raised to 5 dyne is 1 Newton. Here 10 raised to 2 centimeter is equal to 1 meter. 10 raised to 2 centimeter is equal to 1 meter. So by that way you are getting answer 1 joule is equal to 10 power 7 erg. So it is very simple and interesting. You need to just write down this relationship briefly, taking the help of your textbook, the same thing you are writing, right? Children, our next content is power. Earlier we have learnt about work. What is work? Work is said to be done when any object is applying force and that object is moving. In that case, work is done. But here I would like to share one more information about power. It is nothing but the rate of doing work. It is the rate of doing work. Let me clear it with the example of a diagram. We can consider, suppose this is the one path. Okay, here is the initial point. Okay, and one person, he is going towards this final point by using this way. Okay, and one more boy is there, he is just moving and going towards point B by this way. We will give name, one is P, the person P, and this first person is D. Okay, so actually what you will say, these both person, they have done any work or not? They have changed their place. They were here first of all. At the end they have reached up to this point. Okay, you will tell these both person, they have done work. They all both have done work. Only thing is this P person, it need 2 hours to reach up to point B. Okay, and in case this D person, he took only 1.5 hours to reach point B. Okay, now in term of work, they both have done the same work, because as per the formula, work done is directly proportional to the displacement. And what is displacement? Is the distance between initial point and final point. We will not consider the way, how they had been there, we don't know. Only we know the final destination. So they both have done the same work, right? But what about the times? So what is this? Who will tell the answer that who has done good work, or more efficiently who has done work? We will say this person D, because same work he has done in very short time. And as compared to the first person, right? Here the comparison start, and here our next content start with the power. Okay, one more example I will give you. Suppose there were two coolies. There were two coolies. One coolie, coolie number one, is looking like coolie. Yes, he's very tired. Okay, and second coolie, happy coolie. Okay, so this coolie has reached up to the distance. Suppose he has gone 20 meter. He also distance past 20 meter. Both of them have gone 20 meter using some luggage. Okay, taking some luggage, and they have just going towards 20 meter. This coolie used two minutes to reach that distance, and this coolie used only 1 minute. So in very normal way, you will tell, okay, we will consider this coolie only. He's having some power, more power in his, right? So how you have said this? You have said, you have compared the things. Work done is same, distance covered is also same. In that case, you are comparing by means of time, in how much time the work is done. That comes under the power. Okay, so this is very simple thing to understand. Power is the rate of doing work. Work is done, that is definite. But how the work is done in what time, that comes under power, right? So dear students, this is the thing we are going to check now. This power is depend on two factors. This power is depend on two factors. One is amount of work done by the source, how much work is done. And secondly, the time taken by the source to do so. Okay, so in short, we can say power is always equals to work done in specific time. So this will give you clear idea about the power. This is the formula. You can use same formula to find out any kind of material which is having power, what power it having. So by this way you are getting W indicates work done, and T for time taken by that same object. Don't worry, we will solve some numericals. So it will be very helpful to understand the same concept, power. So before the numericals, we need to know about the units of the given thing, given power. Here the units are the basic formula you should be keeping in mind, work done by time. So SI unit for the power will be work we are measuring in joule in SI, time in second. So it is joule per second, and the answer will be watt. Symbol is capital W. Second one is CGS unit. So work done we are measuring in CGS is erg, and by second is time. So it is erg per second. Here you can see I have written like this, erg seconds S minus 1. This is the method. Or else even you can write erg per second. If you don't want to write this per sign, you can go directly erg S minus 1. Just change the value here, you will get the same idea. Okay, so this is all about the units. Let's have some look on numericals now. Here is a numerical. It will give you clear picture how to calculate the power of the thing. Here, a water pump raises 50 liter of water through a height of 25 meter in 5 seconds. Calculate the power of the pump required. They have given value for G, gravity. It's 10. Okay, so here we can use the same formula. P is equal to work done in specific time. Here actually work done, if we want to calculate, we have to go for Fs by T. W means Fs, force and displacement. But here we have to use our one more formula. In this numerical, they have mentioned the height of 25 meter. So wherever height is there, you have to calculate it by using different formula, that is mgh by time. See children, everything is easy. Only you need to get clear idea where to use which formula. So the answer will be mass they have given 50 liters of that liquid. Secondly, G value they have mentioned here 10 and the height they have mentioned 25 meter. And what time it is taking? It is 5 seconds. So it's very simple value. You can get it done by these 5 ones are 5, 5 tens are 50. You will get here idea. Children, some tricks are there to make this kind of numericals. Okay, 25 are written as it is. Both sides 10, 10 were there. Two zeros you can place after the value. And never ever forget to give the, what is remaining here children? Unit. Yes, you need to write the proper unit. Okay, and that unit is, I taught you earlier, watt. Power always we have to calculate in unit watt. So this all about this thing. Only one thing I would like to explain. While checking the numerical, you have to observe whether the height is given or not. If height is given, directly it will go towards the formula mgh for the work done. Okay, so you have to just convert these your formula properly and you have to mention the things and you will get the answer here. Children, here is another numerical and this is very interesting. Both numericals are different from each other. Purposely I am doing so. So you will get clear idea how to solve it. So secondly, a boy takes 3 minutes. Boy takes 3 minutes to lift a 20 liter of water bucket. To lift 20 meter of water bucket from the 20 meter deep well. It is giving you the height. 20 meter is the height of the well, while his father does it in 2 minutes. Okay, so first question they have asked, compare work and the power of both. So here the computation between father and his son. So father is doing same work in 2 minutes, whether the boy is taking 3 minutes. So actually this answer is oral answer, even you can give. Here work, if we are comparing, only comparing means in proportion, answer will come in proportion. So children, see, if you have calculating this all thing in shortcut, I will tell you. Work done is always equal to force applied and displacement happening. So here you will get the same answer because 20 meter height they have mentioned is same for both cases. Then 20 liter, the mass of the object also remains same in both cases. So finally you will get the same work done. Okay, work done in that we are not considering how fast they are doing, how much time is taken by them. So for comparison we can say the work done will be the same because you are getting the mass of an object and the height of the thing, and third thing that gravity, this g value will remain same. So in both cases work is done in proportion 1:1. But when time comes about power, here we need to mention about time. If work done is the same, the oral answer should be, this time taken by the boy is 3 minutes and the time taken by the father is 2 minutes. So the answer, the proportion to boy to the father will be 3 as to 2. If the question is asked, compare the work done or the power of father to son, that time answer will be 2 is to 2 as to 3. Is as per which is first value they need, that value will come first and then after ask another value. Okay, this is all about the oral children. Now thing is how to calculate the work done in this. This is very oral answer. For one question, 1 mark question they may ask like this. Now let us start with solving actual numerical. How to solve? If they want you to solve it properly, how the way you will solve it. So work done, as per our formula we will use, work done is always equal to force applied and displacement happening. But as they have mentioned clear the height of the well, so it should be mgh. Using mgh you will get the idea. I have said you earlier. So mass they have given. What is the mass of the bucket? They have given mass of the bucket was 20 liter. Then the gravity they have not mentioned here, so we will take 10, right? So directly we will take 10. And height they have mentioned about 20 meter. Okay, so what answer you will get? You will get 200 into 20. So 2 2s are 4 on that. 3 zeros. Okay children, this is very simple. Even what is the unit for the work done? It is joule. Now, the real trick will start here. If they have mentioned the value of G as 9.8, as 9.8, if they have mentioned, I am just getting you ready for both condition. If they have given like always round figure 10, it is very easy. But if they have mentioned the G value, G is equal to 9.8, that time you should be able to solve the same sum. So nothing will change, only this value you have to mention correctly, and that is 20 into 9.8 mg and h again 20. Okay, so these things you can get done earlier, that is 400 into 9.8. So you should go through the proper process of multiplication. So at the end you will get the answer 3920. It is joule. Children, this is the answer, very easy you will tell. Suppose they ask you to write down the answer in kilojoule unit. In kilojoule unit. In that case, you should not be worried at all. This is very simple. This is the value you have got in joule. Just take the same value and just divide it by 1000, because you have to compare the value with thousands, means with kilo. So you will get clear idea here, clear answer. 392 divided by 100. So it is very simple. On 1 there are 2 zeros. So while writing this answer 392, you mention it is as it is, and after 2 digits mention one point. Mention one point. So it is always better to use these kind of tricks while writing the answers. Okay, this is the value for kilojoule. Kj. Okay, so by this way you can get your answer. Question will be whatever and however they will ask you. You need to get just stable, think properly and go through your knowledge. So after knowing about power, work, we will move towards the next content. Very small it is energy, which is very essential. And we all know from last so many years we are learning the same thing. What is energy? Energy is nothing but capacity to do work, as we all know. Okay, to do work. Now this energy, either it is scalar quantity or vector quantity. It's very simple. It is scalar quantity, just like the power. It is scalar quantity just like the power. And one more thing, very important and very easy. Units of energy, right? So I will not tell you exactly, but I will give hint, that is units will remain same as the work. Energies unit will remain same as the work. So what will they? SI and CGS. What is unit for energy? SI unit of work. Same for the energy also. That is joule, and CGS unit will be same, that is erg. So here I will mention a joule symbolic and CGS unit will be erg. Okay. So these both information will be same as per the work. Okay, so this was about the energy, and remaining all some bigger units are there. I would like to explain in detail about those bigger units in next session. Okay. So children, in this session we have learnt about briefly about work and work done by the gravity. Next one we have seen some numericals depend on it. Afterwards we have seen about the power and some numericals. I want you to study it very carefully. I hope that you are mentioning all essential notes in your classwork. Okay, the question will arise now in which notebook you have to write. So you just go through your classwork, all the notes, concept map. You can just start with the classwork. Here is your today's homework. The first one is write difference between power and work. And secondly, solve some numerical from your exercise. You have got your textbook. So in that, after this power this lesson, you have got so many of numericals. Just have look on that. You will enjoy, really you will enjoy to solve them all. Just keep in mind the formula, the clear formula as per the requirement. Suppose the height is given, just change your formula from W is equal to Fs to mgh by t. Don't forget it, and you will just enjoy. All the best for your these all numericals. I hope you all will solve it definitely. So see you in next session and with new concept.